Hello, this is Lala again, and look at my new comic I finally have gotten to and finished. I'm happy. So, here we have the second page. So basically, I'm gonna try to narrate what's happening. I'm probably not gonna do a good job, but here we go. So, what has everyone so excited about to literally stalk me all morning? Small baby octopus! What? Were you not paying attention, boss? Of course I was, killer. Were you? Wait, since when are all of you up early? Okay, that was a bit awkward. But I think I did a decent job considering I don't really dub comics. It's not the worst thing in the world, is it? I really hope not. Anyways, here I am making the comic per usual. I'm just, I'm doing the words first. And I'm doing a side profile, obviously, because I like to suffer. I love to suffer. I just love to suffer. And of course, I limit myself here because I don't hate myself that much. I do not hate myself that much. Luckily, I did use a bit of reference from the last comics so that I could get the colors right and like the character designs I already had right. Okay, here's horror. He's gonna be super excited and happy. And I'm going to have a really hard time conveying to you that he's meant to be super muscular and large. I tried to hint at it, last comic by making his head, slightly larger than Dust's hood. And, well, I think I didn't really exaggerate the proportions enough. But hey, I'm doing a pretty semi-realistic proportion type style, so understandable that I may or may not get the exaggeration I might want, because it is a realistic proportions type thing. And then here I have Dust. I had a lot of difficult times with him. Dust. He looked way too soft, way too sans. Earlier, during my rant, I did draw baby Newt as an octopus, though. That was fun. And I wanted to fill up space over here, so I just decided to kind of make a nightmare head, so I didn't have to draw Nightmare a third time in one single page. Because obviously that is something I would do. And then here I am drawing Nightmare in the different outline color. I usually do my characters in black outline, but with Nightmare it's special because he has goop. Pure negativity and darkness covering him. Anyways, here, horror's semi-normal other than the hole in the skull. And then Dust still looks way too soft. Don't worry, the highlight colors kind of fix that a bit. So yeah, I'm really happy that the highlight colors fix that later. And here we go. Dust is looking at horror fondly as we go through the parts that you can barely tell there's any changes whatsoever. No, seriously, this goes on for a really long time. Ooh, I made hearts and flowers and stars around the baby newt. I'm experimenting with, like, the mouth. Like, the mouth of Nightmare a lot. So it's gonna be a bit inconsistent, but hey, I'm doing pretty good. I'm coloring too, so yes. Yeah, you can see how the highlights being, like, different colors kind of helps. And he's letting out a little heh at, like, horror just being horror. I just kind of imagine horror as, like, the best friend, loyal puppy type, and it's really funny and cute. Like, to anyone else, he seems absolutely terrifying. But to the gang, he's just adorable. No one in the gang is scared of him because he never gets mad. And here I'm doing kind of like a thing outside the baby newt, so he stands out a bit more on the page. Because, he's baby newt. Yep. Here we go. And this is the third page. Yeah, I decided to do 2 pages. And I decided to do a dual pose. 2 different poses in one. Then I got a bit lazy and didn't want to draw anymore, so here we are. I'm talking over the video. I'm having a lot of fun. Yeah, you can see me struggling a little bit, like a lot, with me trying to make Nightmare, like, small, because I want him to see small. I just think it's, like, fun to have, like, Nightmare be as a small one, because, like, then you can get, like, a lot of fun, like, height comparisons to the people he's bossing around, and it's really funny. Even if you're doing, like, a canon Nightmare type of personality, it is really fun to make him short. This, like, really tough character is short. And it's hilarious. And he's goopy. That's not really important, but it kind of is. Also, I feel like it'd be pretty close to canon, because, Passive Nightmare was basically a baby. Basically. Essentially. So, yeah, it makes sense for him to be small. I also realized in, like, the first page, I forgot Killer's soul. So, yeah, that was a bit annoying to realize later on. And, yeah. I tried to make it look like Killer was actually, like, hanging on for, like, somewhat dear life, but kind of also draping over Nightmare's tentacle in a casual type sense. Yeah. And I wanted to make sure that pride came in. Like, of course I was paying attention. Yeah. Yeah, he was not. He doesn't even know what's gonna happen. Yeah. And, like, looking. Yeah, I do spend a bit more time on this panel with, like, working with the line weight. So that makes a bit more sense, and, yeah. I also ended up making, like, these 2 pages, like, smaller than the first one. Because, like, I wanted to make sure that even if it went to, like, a lower resolution, it would still look pretty decent. So I used a smaller canvas and less pixels this time. And also I ended up using a thinner brush in the end because I wanted to make sure that, it was consistent-ish, like, with the pages looking together. The way I did that was I just literally subtracted, like, 2 pixels from my brush. It was the what? The dip pen. I think I, like, said it was something else last time. Yeah. But it is the dip pen. I think it's the the soft dip pen. But they're both the same next to each other, so you should be able to find them in IBS paint. I also tried to make a bit more like intense shadows with like Killer's hood right there, so that so that it add a bit more interest and go with like the whole dark stuff all around the place. And I also tried to make sure like Killer's bones were like a different white from his shorts, so it'd be easier to tell the difference. Okay, right there, I was working on like the shading right underneath Nightmare's feet. Here, I was trying to make it like an outline behind them, but I just ended up going with a background. Right below the like wait since when are all you up so early, I made like a white-ish type thing and then a shadow right behind that. I made sure to put crossing. And as you can see, like right at the bottom, at the end, I put 2:57 a.m. That is a reference to like the don't do blank at like 3 a.m. challenges. So I thought it'd be funny to put that in. And I'm also trying to personalize the borders. Hope you had fun watching this. Like and subscribe, please. Thank you.